Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Belinda, for those of you who don't know me. I'm a transformational healer, a psychic medium, a hypnotherapist, and a spiritual teacher. So I connect with your guides and your passed over loved ones to bring through messages of support and to let you know that your loved ones are still walking by your side. And with the therapeutic side of what I do, I'm also able to help shift and change any beliefs or behaviors or trauma or anything like that that you're holding on to that isn't necessarily yours or is not aligned for you anymore, that you're ready to shift and heal. Okay. So with my energy forecasts that I bring through each week, it could go in a number of ways. It could be spiritual, energetic, it could be therapeutic. It's whatever comes through. So for the upcoming week that we're dealing with or coming into, the energy is about creation and getting more aligned with what it is that you want. So if you were to take a step back, take some deep breaths and choose to reflect on your life and where it's been and where it's going, and you were to write a letter to yourself that's personal to you, what would it say? Like, if there was no limitations on your life at all, what would you be doing? What would you be seeing? What would you be feeling? What environment would you be in? You're being invited to reflect and ponder on that kind of thing this week. And in the letter that you write to yourself, obviously starting it with dear, your name, have little headings of what your dream lifestyle looks like what it would look like in 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, and start putting energy and intention into that. Because if you can't imagine it, feel it, see what it looks like, get in the energy of it, how will you know when you've got it? How will you know what it feels like to work towards it? Because it's there somewhere for you to be in your awareness. It's there. It's just needing to drop in. So you need to be in alignment with it. Do you know what I mean? So when you've done those steps, then do a bit of a deep dive on them and recognize the thoughts, feelings, emotions, actions, and that kind of thing that needs to go with it to bring that in. What do you need to do? What could you do differently? Is there support or resources that you need? Like, what action steps can you take today that will get you towards whatever that is in those timelines? And those timelines don't have to be them. They could be whatever works for you, obviously. And also look at who you're surrounded with. Like, what people have you got around you? Are they in alignment with that? Do you need to reach out and bring people who are in alignment with that into your world so that you have that frame of reference? Because for some people, myself included, when you've been through significant trauma in your past and it's been from such a young age, to see someone who's living the most amazing life and not have it in your frame of reference, to be able to get to that point, it really involves a big shift in consciousness and some healing to even bring in the thought that that's possible. So there has been a bit of healing work that's had to have been done to enable that to happen, if that makes sense. So if you need that kind of support, then just ask for help, and it can come from the most unlikely of places. And you just need to be open to receive and be okay with it, and don't judge yourself for needing or wanting help or support. I mean, who gives a shit what other people think? You're in your journey. It's your life. You're an individual. There's only one of you. So what do you need? What sits and fits for you? Where are you going? What are you doing? What makes you happy? What makes your heart sing? Look at all of that kind of thing and do what's right and aligned for you, not necessarily what other people want for you, because we're not people pleasing anymore, guys. No. What do you need? What do you want? What do you desire? And what do you need to have to bring that in? Like, what help and support and guidance do you need? And that could mean, as I said, you might need to do some healing within you to bring that in and to get there. And that's okay. We're on a healing journey. We're humans in this lifetime. We're actually spirits having a human experience. But right now, we're where we are. And that's okay. Like, you can't change the past. The future hasn't happened. Where are you right now? Focus on that and what you want to bring in. Okay. So what does your daily routine look like? Is there any shifts or changes you need to do to that? Make a list, write it down, pros and cons, whatever you need to do, make a list. Look at what words of advice you could give yourself, because this letter that you're writing, you can put it aside and pull it out in 1 year, 5 year, 10 years, whatever time frames you put on it. And it can be your guide to see how far you've come as well. So what words of advice would you give yourself? What do you want to tell your future self? Like, you know, you can create this any way you want. It's up to you. It's your letter to yourself. So go within and put whatever comes from the heart into that letter and just be really present and grounded with it so that you can create your future the way you want it and put out there what you want, because spirit's always listening. The veil is very thin at the moment. So what you're putting out there, it's going to come in. So you need to keep your thoughts healthy and you need to focus on your self-talk, because that all plays into all this stuff. Keep it healthy. Okay. And then I want you to sign it and date it and then put it away. Okay. If there's pictures or whatever you'd like to have put with it for a vision board of some description, do that. Like, do whatever's in your heart and what you feel the urge to do, because this is personal to you and it's all about you healing your past, being in your present and creating your future the way that you want to do it. And writing a letter to yourself is a really big part of that. And it's an opportunity to get really raw and honest and authentic for you and what sits and fits for you. Okay. So work on that this week. And yeah, I'd love to hear how you go with it. Drop any comments in. Share this with anyone that you feel needs to hear it. And if you need any help or support, the links are in my bio. Okay. So have an amazing week and I'll see you next time.